In this lesson, we'll take a look at how getting low to compose your photos creates a unique view. It's often called a worm's eye view. Getting low to the ground or any surface in relation to your subject, you'll often be able to make more striking compositions than you can if you just stand to take the photo. Taking a worm's eye view alters the perception of your subject. Even when you're photographing something so simple as a coffee cup on a table, getting low to the tabletop will produce a much different photo than if you photograph the cup from a standing position. We don't often naturally see the world like this, so it can add drama to your compositions. Looking directly up at a subject, even something like a flower, it will appear much larger than it really is. It may also look a bit intimidating. This technique does not work well with every subject, so pick and choose what you'll photograph from a worm's eye view. Getting down on the ground gets more difficult as you get older, or at least getting back up off the ground becomes more of a challenge. But cameras with a tilting monitor can help a lot. Being able to flip out your camera's monitor and tilt it upwards as you hold it low to the ground allows you to compose a worm's eye view photo with much greater ease. Photograph it from a standing position, then get down as low as you can to the ground or the surface that your subject's on. Take a series of photos from different points of view around your subject. For some photos, get in as close as you can, and for others, move back away from your subject. When you're really close, turn your camera looking up at your subject so that it appears to tower over you. Experiment with different angles and focal lengths. Be aware of keeping your horizon straight. This can be challenging when you're low to the ground. If you don't keep the horizon straight, make sure it's an intentional part of your composition to have it at an angle. Take notes about the photos you're making and the reasons why you're taking them. In this lesson, we'll take a look at another perspective you can take photos from. It's known commonly as the bird's eye view. This is when you get up above your subject and photograph it looking down on it. You don't need to be flying to capture photos from a bird's eye point of view. You can make this type of photo from a standing position as you're looking down on your subject, as long as your subject is relatively small. Using a wide lens when you're photographing a small subject from a standing position will help further exaggerate the perspective. Using a ladder, climbing some stairs, or photographing from a balcony or a high window are options that will give you a bird's eye view. When I have to photograph a large group of people, I'll often climb a ladder or find a high vantage point. Then I'll arrange everyone so they're standing close together and have them look up at the camera. This is a great technique that allows you to get more people's faces clearly in your frame. In this photo of a large fun run, I was on a platform suspended from a crane directly above the road. This photo was taken from a helicopter with no side door to allow me a clear view. To capture this photo, I was hoisted up the mast of the same yacht. Did I mention that I really don't like heights? Sometimes getting the most interesting photos, you have to endure some discomfort. Find a few different subjects you can photograph looking down on. Looking for a location first is probably the best idea. You want to be higher than you'd normally be when you take a photo. Looking out the window of a tall building or even from the second floor. Climb a ladder or get on a chair. Remember to make sure whatever you get up on is stable and safe. Don't take unnecessary risks. If you have a wide-angle lens, you can photograph a small subject looking down at it from a standing position. Make a series of photos with various focal lengths so you can compare them and remember to take notes about what you're doing. How do you feel looking down at your subject? What feelings do your photos invoke? Often photos from a bird's eye view give the feeling of superiority over a subject. Key points from this lesson are: getting low to the ground, you'll often be able to make a more striking composition. We don't often naturally see the world like this, so it can add drama to your compositions. You don't need to be flying to capture photos from a bird's eye point of view. Use a wide-angle lens for easier bird's eye photos. A stepladder is a good accessory for a photographer.